can't give up now.
The mind is connected to another. It can only sustain a single connection at a time. The console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection. Console glows as you approach, the mind still desperately yearning for connection.
Master, welcome. Welcome back, Master.
Should do. Time to see what's back there. Very well.
Assume nothing.
What a day.
What's next?
Never a dull moment.
Your tadpole echoes. not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design. Order. Perfection. Unity. Every plane. As one. Every being. In their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken. Corrupted. Gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. It is every Githyanki's duty to ensure the Gith Empire is never reborn.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
One day I'll catch a break.
Descend, assemble.
We answer. Waiting to become us.
Descend. Liberate, evacuate.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can't I read them?
Get on with it.
This language is just gibberish. And yet, strangely familiar also. I've never seen symbols like this, but I still know them. How?
Mind Flayer script, but I can read it perfectly. Huh. Another benefit from the lodger in my skull, I suppose.
There.
Descend, assemble. Obey. Evacuate.
No one stops me yet. At the ready.
My chosen gather below.
feel. This is mold, I patch. What's become of her?
All right.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
Design.
They're in my head. They're in my head! They're in yours too. It won't be long now until we're changed. Am I dead? I don't want to die, but I don't want to live. Not like this.
Blackets will be done.
What to do?
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with. I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. Oh, for a set of hands to slap your face! The Yankee lost their way the moment Gith threw down the Gate Empire. Only we, Zerai, continue the war to end the Gate forever. Only we fight them on their own battlefield, the mind. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you. My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, perhaps my soul will return there. Or perhaps not. Death freedom, they are one and the same. Touch my mind and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Flackets will be done.
I've got a long road ahead.
Every soul made true.
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it? Eye hurts. Head hurts. But he says I am past the worst of it. That I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True soul. The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed. She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the Absolute. Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed... My head! I can feel them in my head! We are his pets. His plan. Lord Gortash.
Flackets will be done.
Looking ahead.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly? Right. A jester, are you? Ah, you must be vying for the Lord's patronage, too. He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up. I have just the thing prepared. My ma used to sing it when I'd come crying about monsters. Oh, wish me luck.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's get going.
The joy's faded. No matter. I much prefer furious indignation.
Another step forward. You've made a grave mistake. The Illithids take what's useful and discard the rest.
Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets
Mind
of
flayers and
Baldur's Gate,
civilians,
the emblem of
side
the flaming
by side.
fist, martial
This
drills
must
and
be where they
courtly
infect and
dances.
transform those they kidnap.
You feel the courage of a soldier
device
who
releases
became
a
a
stream
commander,
of fragmented
and the intelligence
memories
of a
and
commander
emotions.
who became a Jew. All that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Ravengard was here,
Amusement,
in this pod not long ago.
curiosity,
Fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking. This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manep Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him. Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply. The device does not react to your presence. Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist. The device does not react to your presence. You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity. The returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself. Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Ghaik machinery. Cold as the sea of night, alien as time to the astral plane. Avert your eyes, close your mind. This is your end. On the move.
Can't give up. Not now. Time to meet your maker.
Gods take you first.
Let's have some fun.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank
I'll never be rid of it.
What's in here? Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived? You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power, everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall. Either way, I was deemed unworthy of becoming a true soul. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. I won't risk it happening again. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
More for me?
Your light fingers were too heavy this time. You've been caught stealing. What will you do? You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance. Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away. He was still human and still trying to put up a fight.
What a stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
With haste.
Brine pools,
A pod.
but empty of
Is that
tadpoles.
Mazora inside?
Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came. Why, perish the thought. Every word was nothing less than true. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with elithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. You know this symbol from the Mind Flayer ship. It means annihilate. The button symbol means nothing to you.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months until he's free? You little rat.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Not going to happen, but I do like your spunk. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Mazora positively drips with passive-aggressive condescension. I much prefer straightforward condescension. It leaves no chance of being misunderstood.
You'd think I'd have more sympathy for someone trapped in a pod, but perhaps we should have left Mazora where we found her. You wanted something?
Will Hell's Devil is a sly little wretch. I'll give her that.
No tadpoles in this brine pool.
This breeds madness.
An illicit brine pool, but no tadpoles.
A brine pool. Empty, thankfully.
A brine pool, but it's empty.
Still breathing, despite everything. Time to press ahead. No one back home will ever believe this.
Prepare the march. Gather below.
I'll give it a shot.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Eager for battle.
My faith protects me.
Is that
The moment comes.
No, never mind.
The absolute knows.
Can't slow down.
Not design, but death.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. Trying to pull rank? And yet not a word of concern for our dear General. I shall present your bones to General Thorm as retribution for what you did to him!
Make way.
Not even the worms will want your carcass when time.
Have to keep going. Take your
It's Aladdin.
Maybe I should... No, this is good.
Time to strike.
This is good.
take you.
Still alive, so that's progress. If not over, then through.
We will take the city, every soul made true.
Anything of use? Let's see what this does.
Down. chosen are my heart, and you my many hands. Prepare the march. My chosen gather before. Descend, assemble.